Hi, this is SB Muscle. I'm putting a short clip on about Flex Wheeler being interviewed on Value Tiament. And Flex Wheeler has been asked on the spot how he compares today's Mr. Olympias to his era. Thank you, hope you enjoyed and subscribe and like.
So I got to do this since I've been doing this with everybody.
I know.
Okay, you know
I'm
this time is coming up, so let's go through it. So everyone's been brave to give their feedback and to put that adjective in there to kind of
brave,
set you up.
I know you
so
are.
What do
we discussed this already. Me and Dr. Reeves, we already discussed this.
Well, you know, so he stood up in the back like a signal of, hey, man, you know, I don't want you to go.
I stood up and kind of moved forward a little bit. You remember, we talked about this.
So what would you say with these guys versus your era? You've heard Ronnie, you've heard Dorian.
Oh, you got Dre on there?
Oh, yeah,
cool,
I got a lot of stuff.
I'm diffusing, I'm switching the...
I know you are, but I'm going to come back to it.
Okay. What's your question?
So these guys compared to you, compared to your era.
I mean, I got to be honest, no. I mean, I competed with two of them, and Dexter except Brandon, Dexter was the first to win Olympia. And when we competed on the same stage, I think I was like first and he was like 10th, you know, so it was just different, yeah.
Where would this be in your era? You saw what Ronnie and Dorian said. Where would they rank? Would they compete with with you guys, El Sombati, Sean Ray, Lavrone, Cormier? Would they compete with those guys?
No, I would have to probably say not like I just demonstrated. You know, Dexter didn't fare that well against us. No, it's just kind of different, you know. And I don't mean any disrespect to these gentlemen. I know all of them, and I consider myself, you know, very cordial with all of them. It's not a personal, you know, and I can't laugh about it because it's not funny because you're being honest about men who are working really hard. But no, it's different. And I think if you were to ask any of those gentlemen, they would probably say the same.
Do you think it's fair for Rolly, the argument he made, he says it's kind of unfair for the old timers to go at Brandon Curry and say what they're saying? This is a different era, kind of like, you know, how they compare basketball. Do you kind of agree with what he's saying?
I agree with him because, you know, it's about getting your point across but not being harsh. There's no need to be harsh or malice or hurt a person's feeling, you know. So that's why I'm being very cordial and persuasive with my words instead of saying, yeah, they can compete with their garbage. No, these men are champions. It's just a different era, and it's not fair to compare them because we're not in that era. And you know what? It doesn't matter because this man right here and this man right here has Olympias and I don't. So who gives a damn, right? Because they are Mr. Olympians and they'll go down as known as Mr. Olympia. So what difference does it make? They won Mr. Olympias in their era, so they're the best at their craft during that time. And definitely, Rolly is definitely considered one of the best. I mean, it's amazing. I want to say this because he gave me one of the greatest comments ever. You know, it was a video, and he said, you know, I think if I want to be any bodybuilder in the world, I'd be Flex. He was just flawless. If I could be anybody, I'd be him. And for Rolly to be as massive and shape and
incredible physique,
to say that, I had to send him a message like, wow, man, thank you. That is. Wow.
That's cool.
Yeah, so.
And by the way, Brandon Curry, I got to tell you, what a classy guy.
100%.
You know, what
100%.
A classy guy. Just came here, you know, I'm like, and the way he handled it because it's the pressure and who wants to do that after you just won and come in and I'm like, you know,
I seen this interviewed. I even seen this interviewed after what Dorian said.
To me, I think he gained respect. I'm not saying, you know, points on who's the greatest, all this. I think he gained respect.
As a man and a person.
I think he gained respect.
I've been knowing Brandon forever, actually. When he was an amateur, I was covering him, and I gave him the nickname Soul Brother Number One.
Brother Number One?
Yeah, because if you look, he looked like a character from Shaft or something like that, right? So what he's been able to do and his vision and his thought and self-belief in himself paved the way for him to be the man he is now and a champion.